Greetings, dear beloved angels of New Earth. Today, we recognize and celebrate the culmination of the Gregorian calendar count of the year 2021, being the final day of December, the final day of the year 2021. We sit and realize the weight. As such, we invite you to come in to a place of internal investigation and expansion and meditation. We invite you into the heart space, breathing, to take an inventory and to give so much thanks for the events of this year and the transformation, the personal alchemy which has resulted as an intensely compacted period of contrast for our consciousness. In truth, it has felt like 1,000 years, 1,000 lifetimes. It is important, before we begin the intention of the new year and all of our dreams and goals, to sit with what may still be carried within the heart, on the shoulders. So inviting you to look within your heart and seeing it as this beautiful stained glass with many windows, of bright color, patterns, and just sit and see what you feel what you feel, see what you see. And just wanting to acknowledge the human aspect and the emotions that many of us have endured, which has been the full range of human emotion, the full range of frequencies rippling through the entire consciousness of the souls having the human experience at this time of the shift. We want to encourage all to acknowledge any grief or heaviness, any more pieces of the wounded child, or any other distorted aspects of self which have been triggered by the massive catalytic events this last year, and even the year before that, and then looking at entire life. It is always important when we feel any heaviness to sit with it as soon as we feel it, as soon as we possibly can, to say, hello, who are you? Who is visiting me? Thank you. And coming into the observer consciousness to welcome this experience, this emotions, energy in motion, this light to come visit you. Behind any massive or potential initiations lies the utmost expansion, the magnitude of which could not have happened at all without what the human would call immense trial, perhaps, or testing, lots of initiations. But behind all of these, deep in the heart now, when we just go through and just witness any experiences with others, anything that we have witnessed, just reviewing the past year. So let us go back through the month of December, just feeling into this month and taking a breath and just seeing what you're grateful for this month, what perhaps was challenging, and what the ultimate benefit of that was. And now the same for November. And October. September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, January, 1 year ago, the end of 2020. And again, just reflecting on what was experienced, marveling at the expansion. If anything is tugging at awareness and is still painful, then that may be something to sit with and explore, to unravel that reaction. Because these are the pieces that take spaces up within the heart. And the intention is to make more space for soul, higher self, light, peace. So it is up to us to review, do an inventory of what is within, as the new year and the new light, which is here, constantly extend to us an offering of peace. So our job, if you will, is to use the tools to find the peace and hold it, and then witness what comes up, which may create ripples in the water of such a pristine and still lake. And these are the fluctuations of thought forms in the mind, which is what the yogis talked about, the masters have talked about, just waves of energy going through the consciousness. Going through this process is immensely beneficial because we're taking inventory and clearing out our consciousness. Because behind anything heavy or the weight, that is just the first layer. So once we can dissolve the charge, which is keeping it held in a place of discomfort, we go behind whatever was the catalyst for the expansion, shall we say. And you find that behind the pain, once we dissolve that, is a deep peace, a softness, a wisdom, like pearls within the cave. Everything is here as a mirror to show us where, at a magnetic level, so it's all about energy. Again, it's magnetics, it's energy in motion, to support the purification of ourselves into our highest truth, which is like a beautiful crystal, or in Sanskrit, the name for the heart chakra, which means unstruck. It's anahata. And it means unstruck. So if you think about that, that means a heart that was never wounded. And that's pretty big of an invitation to work towards in life. So with all of this review here, it's a beautiful review to make space for the new and true. And it's the utmost honor of the self and of the journey to sit and have a review like this. It's another beautiful life review on another level, so that we can make space for the goals, the dreams, the visions, what we came here to do, really feeling that call. So we give so much thanks for these immense growth edges received through experience, through the magic and divine perfection, not without a sense of humor. It can feel like the equivalent of 1,000 lives in 1 year. Greatest depths and heights too, with everything in between. And with this beautiful transmission, we share some of the energetics of the planetary bodies in the cosmos above us. Supporting this entire experience of the review, there's this concept of coming into the elder, coming into our sacred elder. Who is that aspect of ourselves? What kind of a being is it? Maybe what gender is it? Where is it coming from? Does it look like a tribal elder, tribal shaman? Maybe it's a child, too, from the Lemurian jungle. Connecting with your inner elder, your inner wisdom keeper, the soul aspect. It's like a very comfortable expression for you to receive, to see this aspect of your soul, your inner elder. And that is greatly supported in the cosmos by the planet Saturn. It's like the wizard, the elderly grandfather or soothsayer who can't tell us the answers, but can nudge us with energy along our path through his wisdom. And he doesn't baby us, so we really have to, keep showing up. It's boots on the ground training to keep showing up. But that is a beautiful ally to have on the path. It's the gifts of Saturn. It's the higher frequency, higher dimensional transmissions of Saturn. Once we start to partner with him instead of maybe feeling like he doesn't like us, right? So with that, we have Saturn and then we have Earth here, our beautiful planet Gaia. And right now the sun is in the sign of Capricorn. So on that note of greatest depths and heights too, with everything in between, we have this support which helps us to be very practical and methodical, and for it to be easy to perform in transmissions such as these. Just some beautiful edits, rearranging some of the codes. So feeling the magical balance of Capricorn arise to share its wisdom with us, to show us. Capricorn is the mystical sea goat. Capricorn dives into the depths in a dolphin form to bring lightness and joy and play into the dark. And then Capricorn clings gracefully to the scraggly mountain tops in its goat form, to be there under the sky, to be there with God at the top of the mountains. So this is an amazing metaphor. Saturn has been with us for several years very intensely in this kind of peaking experience in the shift, the apex of the shift. So you can feel this energetic supporting us going really deep within and then rising up again. And it's a descension and ascension of consciousness, a contraction and expansion, an inhale and exhale. This is the awakening journey. This is the remembering process. Remember some more, then we may forget a little, but we keep going. And that's the expansion of consciousness because we're rewiring. It takes consistent effort. And this is another beautiful support of the planet Saturn again and Capricorn again. And we also have a new moon on the second day of the new year for that too. January 2nd, 2022, we have a new moon, 12 degrees Capricorn. So we're going to have the sun and the moon in Capricorn, I believe. So this is the most beautiful time to create your foundations of consciousness because peace is the platform, peace is the foundation. And we will consistently witness that which is violent to our peace in thought form, energy form, emotions, thoughts, triggers, because we're doing a really big clean house kind of operation of supporting heart-centered living. So of course you got to clean house with something that deep. I also wanted to share what I received in goal setting, if you will, just focusing on my dreams really for the new year. And it's been interesting this year because the details do not present themselves in a super consolidated format. So the essence of our dreams is what is important. We have to focus on the true end goal, which would be the sensations of the experience that we dream to have and to share. It's focusing on what does it feel like, really breaking it down. Because the details aren't really important. And as we are in this new light, it's so fluid. I mean, the magnetics are so destabilized that everything is in a constant state of fluidity. So it's less results oriented. It's less journey. It's less destination obsessed as far as details. And instead focusing on the essences of that which we wish to experience in our emotions and in our hearts and in our lives. So if we can start to trust that formula of focusing on the essence, this is something that many wisdom teachers talk about. I mean, this is essentially law of attraction in its truest form, which is you have to vibrate to the thing. So you have to build the energetic momentum in the light body to get to that. And that's all you need to do. And that's definitely an oversimplification of a process because we have belief systems or previous experiences which can distort our perception of the now, which the now is truly crystalline. The now is truly crystalline. So this whole purification process and reviewing what weighs on the heart, what causes pain, the reason for this is because we are creator beings. You want to create with the pure light energy. This is a beautiful time, and I think this transmission has supported the crystallization of the vision and the biggest dream for 2022, which is for all of us to realize and enjoy and accept with such gratitude and awe, really, because there's so much love, that we're all creators, however that comes through. So I thank you for joining and wishing you an amazing, blessed, profound, making space for 2022 to be the greatest year yet in both the internal and external world experiences.